So we decided to stay here at the resort. It's got some mountain views, got some river views. I think the main attraction is the river. They have little villas that, like right along the river that you can rent. Some of the views are wild here. There's a train that comes along over there. I think it comes along like once a day or something like that. It's like a sightseeing train. So one of the most asked questions that you guys ask me is the temperature of the grill. What is the actual temperature of the grill that we should be using? So to answer that, you need to also know the smoke point of the oils. Smoke point of the oils is crucial to how you're cooking and what type of oil you're using. So if you're using vegetable oil, canola oil, this is the oil that we use at the restaurants all the time, is vegetable oil and canola oil. So these two oils have a smoke point of around 420, 430, and this is gonna be the oil that we use at the restaurants. It's cost effective at scale. It doesn't cost too much to buy. The reason we don't use like the saffron oils, refined olive oils, and the avocado oils, which is, health-wise, it's great for you, but it's sort of, it's very expensive. Like you go to a hibachi restaurant, you get chicken for, $15 to $16, $18, and it comes with fried rice, noodles, vegetables, and about 8 ounces of chicken. The margins are pretty thin as is, so we're using canola and vegetable oil to compensate. I've seen restaurants, use frying oil. That's terrible for your body, but I've seen it used. So temperature of the grill, right around 450, 500. I want you to think stir fry. You're stir frying the fried rice. You're stir frying the vegetables. You're stir frying the noodles, and you're stir frying the proteins. I guess the only caveat would be, the steak and filet. You can cook those rare, medium well done. Another thing I get asked is if using sesame oil is appropriate. Sesame oil has too low of a smoke point. Once the oil smoke, it tends to denature and loses its flavor with sesame oil. So sesame oil is used as a drizzle. If you want the sesame oil flavor, then drizzle it on your fried rice at the very end. Not while it's on the grill, but while it's on your plate. Speaking of plate, you guys also asked me how I keep food warm. So I've never answered this question before, but the reason being is because hibachi chefs, we cook and you guys eat at the same time. I guess professionally speaking, the only way that we would keep it warm is if we set up like chafing trays, hotel pans, and we go that route. Sometimes we'll serve fried rice in bowls, and we'll have little lids for the bowls that we cover them up with. So that's pretty much the only two ways that I've actually seen hibachi chefs being able to keep things warm. I'm walking along the Death Railway. We're walking back to the resort. I took a train ride over to the other side, and then the train doesn't go the other way, so we're gonna walk back to the resort. So this railway has direct ties to World War II. They call it the Death Railway because over 100,000 people died building this railway. Another question that you guys ask is, what kind of rice do we use? We use a mix of long grain jasmine rice and short grain botan rice. So, or short grain cow roast rice. The old style is to use all short grain cow roast rice, but the more modern teppanyaki style is to use a mix of long grain and cow roast rice. So the ratios are 3 to 1. That's three cups of jasmine rice to 1 cup of short grain rice, and that's found in the majority of modern hibachi and teppanyaki. Check out this stretch of the railway that I'm walking on now. Just straight up, nothing to the side of me. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I gotta focus on walking. See you guys in the next video. Peace.